Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Might Dillon and Amy King be strapped for cash? The Duggar family members' recent online activity seems to suggest that they may be struggling financially. From what they share on social media, it looks like Amy and Dillon are pretty well off. They seem to be successful and don't appear to be struggling financially. Of course, there could be more going on behind the scenes. Amy runs her own online clothing store, 3130 Boutique. Dillon owns a restaurant in Arkansas. In addition, because Amy has so many Instagram followers, she sometimes works with various brands and promotes their products in exchange for financial compensation. She may receive free products or a flat fee for her ads. Several years ago, the couple was occasionally featured on 19 Kids and Counting On. They were also on Marriage Boot Camp. Now, they're dropping hints that things may not be going well for them financially. On Reddit this week, a Duggar snarker shared a new message they had received at work. Amy King's husband Dillon had reached out to this company in hopes of working with them. There are very few details about the full situation because the original poster doesn't want to reveal any personal information. They have even deleted the photos from Reddit now, possibly to keep their identity private. In a message to an unknown company, Dillon wrote, "Hi there, my wife and I are reaching out to inquire on if you guys do any brand endorsements work with influencers. If so, try to find who we'll need to talk with." Dillon boasted that he and Amy King have nearly 600 billion views on TikTok. After seeing this, some Reddit users wondered how well Dillon and Amy King are doing financially. One fan teased, "Hustlin' for money." Others are accusing the couple of grifting and using the Duggar name to help them make a buck. Fans and critics pointed out the many grammatical errors as well, which could be a sign that Dillon was rushing to send out as many of these messages as he possibly could. Of course, fans don't really know how Amy and Dillon are doing financially, but to some, this message comes across as pretty desperate. So, do you think that Dillon and Amy King might be strapped for cash? What do you think about Dillon begging for partnerships like this? Sound off in the comments section below. And come back to Bombshell 24 for more news about the Duggar family. Duggar cousin Amy King is leaving fans in shock after posing for a photo in a seriously short dress. She's proving once again that she's not stuck on her famous family's strict modesty rules. Though Amy is related to Jim, Bob, and Michelle's family, she had a quite different upbringing. Her mother, Deanna, is Jim Bob's sister, so Jim Bob is Amy's uncle. Amy's cousins are Jim Bob and Michelle's 19 children. Jim Bob and Michelle set very strict rules for their 19 kids to follow, from only courting instead of dating to dressing modestly. Amy, an only child, had a drastically different upbringing and was allowed to listen to mainstream music, dress how she wanted to, and date around. Today, Duggar fans are still a little surprised to see Amy wearing less modest clothing. On Instagram to kick off the weekend, Amy posed in a sparkly black dress that is seriously short. It features long sleeves and a modest neckline. The dress is covered in sequins. It falls a few inches above Amy's knees, showing off a little bit of thigh, as well as her calves and knees. She wore a full face of makeup and straightened her dark hair. She accessorized with a black leather clutch, strappy black heels, and a pair of shiny earrings. The mother of one was attending an event at her husband Dillon King's restaurant, Wellington's, which is in northwest Arkansas. In the background of the photo, you can see the stunning restaurant, as well as a collection of wine bottles. Though Amy isn't one of Jim, Bob, and Michelle's 19 kids, she does have quite a few followers on social media. Many Duggar fans follow her because they saw her on TLC from time to time. So they are now reacting to her new post. Fans are pouring in with compliments, telling the Duggar cousin she looks gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, and more. It looks like many of them love this glam look and think it suits her very well. Of course, some are surprised to see her in such a short dress. So, what do you think of Duggar cousin Amy King's seriously short dress? Do you like her style? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And come back to Bombshell 24 for more news about the former TLC stars. Growing up in the spotlight of the Duggar family is not easy. Amy King knows firsthand just how hard the rules of the family are. Now that she is no longer Cousin Amy for the Duggars, she is very open about her beliefs. Even though Jim Bob Duggar wanted her to be the golden child, she always felt like the black sheep. More so, she has made a point to break all the rules. Recently, she shared a steamy makeout session with her husband that her famous family would frown upon. When it comes to breaking the rules, Amy King enjoys doing it now that she is an adult. She loves showing off her body, which is a big rule breaker for those in the Duggar family. She isn't afraid to get dressed up for her husband and show a little skin. Amy has been seen in some very scandalous outfits, but she doesn't care what her family thinks. More so, she likes sharing some NSFW posts with her fans. In her most recent post on Instagram, she shared a story with her fans that was pretty shocking. The story shows her making out with her husband, Dillon King. It is captioned, "Wouldn't be able to do anything without this one." From the looks of it, the Kings went out for a pretty fancy dinner and captured moments from it. Her fans were shocked to see this public display of affection. However, this isn't the first or last time that Amy King will share moments like this with her fans. When it comes to modesty, Amy King frequently breaks that major rule. Growing up as a Duggar, she had an interesting childhood that was shown on reality television. Now that she is no longer on television, she opens up to her fans about life. She has dropped hints about how her childhood destroyed her ideas on religion, and she no longer is part of that church. Although it does seem that she still has faith in God, it's in a much different way these days. Amy does seem to be close to some of her cousins still and has praised them for changing their looks and ideas too. She has shown support to Jinger Vuolo after the release of her memoir, and it looks like she is still close to Dillard as well. Now that Amy is working on her adult life, her fans applaud her for being upfront about what she believes in. What do you think of Amy King's steamy makeout picture with her husband? More so, do you think that Jim Bob would approve? We would love to know what you think in the comments below.